Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
Ah, Tony, you are back. I have been waiting.
You again? What do you want from me? Don't you have anything better to do?
You know what you have to do.
You just don't give up. You know, since you're the one who is so eager for me to continue doing these games, why don't you tell everyone what I'm doing here? And you can give the TTBurger recap as well, since I'm such a nice guy and all.
Well, everyone, Tony here is redoing his Mary, Kate and Ashley game reviews, and I shall give the recap. Tony reviewed Mary, Kate and Ashley Crush Course and gave it a 1 out of 10 because, according to him, the game was so awful in so many ways. Lack of modes and more. Not worth it, according to him. But now, everyone, he still has 2 more games left, and he knows it. Don't you, Tony?
Okay, first off, you got the name of the game we looked at last time wrong. I looked at Mary Kate and Ashley Winner's Circle, not Crush Course. Get them right! And yes, I do know I have 2 games left, and I know it, so just be quiet, will you? Just do something else, because I know what I gotta do, ha ha ha.
Don't get smart with me now. You know what you have to do.
Yes, I know what I have to do. How many times are you gonna keep saying it? I know what I have to do. I need to look at the last 2 Mary Kate and Ashley games here for the Sony consoles, and okay, I get it.
Okay, good. Now get to it, please. I am waiting.
Alright, okay, I'll get to it. But you listen and watch while I talk.
Thank you. I listen and watch once again. So do not let me down, Tony.
Yes. Now it is my turn to talk. Well, I already let the woman of Titania do all the talking here, so let's jump right into this review here. We had to continue this burger shit and shit fries with a third Mary Kate and Ashley game, as we take a look at a sort of follow-up to Mary Kate and Ashley Magical Mystery Mall, titled Mary Kate and Ashley Crush Course for the PlayStation, PC, and the Game Boy Color, released on August 29th, 2001. Now, I will say that this game sucks, just like the last 2 games. But, however, this game here is the least worst of the bunch. All the games are bad. It's still a shit show, but compared to the last 2 games, this one is the least worst here of the bunch. Once again, we have a game that is short and shallow and lacking for the most part. You just have a bunch of shitty mini games to play and progress the story. You do mini golf and like take pictures and more. But we need to get started here. The story of Mary Kate and Ashley Crush Course starts off in school. Mary Kate and Ashley are walking to their locker when they see a commotion going on, and a friend tells them that the queen bee of the school, named Courtney, ripped up a note to address to the Olsen twins, and they believe that the note is of utmost importance, so they go around looking for the pieces of the notes. Also, the school is preparing a beach party festival, and your goal is to play the mini games to get a piece of the note, and that is it. Yeah, that's such a great story. Searching around the school for note pieces and blah blah blah, and just trying to get even with the queen bee, Courtney, and all that stuff, and just... God, I've seen many bad video game stories, but this one here really takes the cake. Except there's no cake to eat. You just have to suffer and stuff with the story. And just, wow. I mean, holy crap. I mean, let's go find a note. This guy all over the place. We must find a note. It's important. Blah, blah, blah. Presentation here of Mary Kate and Ashley Crush Course is a little better than the other two games, but not by much. They may have a little bit more detail to the graphics, but they still look like shit. The character models are a little better, and the faces and the anime a little bit better, but that's pretty much it. The backgrounds all look the same and lame, generic looking. Just the school looks so bland looking and stuff like that. And like, sure, the mini golf courses look like there's some detail to them, but for the most part, they all look like not much detail went into them. Like eating a rotten cheeseburger that smells for days in the garbage before you take out the garbage and stuff. And when you bring the garbage in, it still smells. And you gotta do something to get rid of the stench in your garage and everything. The only thing that's probably improved somewhat for the most part is gotta be the sound. Music's okay, got these rock-sounding pop tunes which are not bad, but they're in this game of all places. The voice acting, my god, the actors sound bored and rather be somewhere else than be here, especially the Olsen twins. I can't blame the Olsen twins for sounding bored in this game here because the game is just, the story's just not very good. I'm sure they'd rather be performing lines for one of their You're Invited Mary Kate and Ashley whatever and stuff like that, or in a movie or so that stars them. yeah. The gameplay, Mary Kate and Ashley Crush Course. Oh boy, do I really have to do this? Really, man? I know I promised Titania, but really, get me out of here! When you start the game, you're dropped into the school hall where you control either Mary Kate or Ashley and go looking around for rooms to go play one of the required minigames to get a pieces of the stupid note. And one thing I'll notice is that like you can move faster when running around the school, and it actually looks like they're actually running around instead of walking around, jumping and hopping, skipping like they have crap shut up their asses in Magical Mystery Mall. And yeah. I mean, you go around till you find a minigame, and this is where it begins here, and you get the cutscene showing like what's gonna happen. Like, for example, with physics here, you're going to this museum where they think Courtney is on the bus, and they realize that Courtney's not on the bus, and so they're stuck on this trip to like play the mini golf mode here, where like if you get like a B rating or higher, you get a piece of the note. Weird, I know. I mean, the first problem with the physics game is like it's a mini golf mode. Your physics teacher starts talking before each hole, talking about stupid stuff like Isaac Newton and the law of gravity. I mean, if I want to hear this stuff, I'd rather hear it in school. Get that out of a video game here, please. But back to the mini golf here, I will admit, like I said, the holes are very creative, and one of them looks like a giant clock and a pinball machine, and the holes look cool. But why are they in this game? They should be in like a better golf game. Why isn't this like Hot Shot Golf or like Swing Away Golf on the PS2 or Outlaw Golf or something like that? Why are they in here? I don't know. The physics mini golf game has a very unbalanced difficulty where some of the holes are easy as pie while the others are overly hard for no reason. Like I mentioned, you need to get a B grade or higher to pass. Otherwise, back to the beginning of the game for you. Next game we have is cheerleading tryouts, and all you do is push the buttons at the right time, and that's it. Sounds fun, right? Wrong. This is so boring. It's like you take everything fun of a rhythm-based game and put it in here, and it makes you rather be playing Parappa the Rapper or Jammer Lammy or any of that stuff, or Space Channel 5 or so. Hell, those games are a lot more fun than this, definitely. I mean, this mode is way too easy. You can even play it with your eyes closed. I mean, you can just hit the buttons when they tell you to hit them. You just time right, you can play the game with your eyes closed. After that, we have marine biology. Here, you pick up trash, and you pick up animals to either put the animals in the water or the trash in the recycling bin or in the garbage or so. It sounds pretty easy, but the items are so small you will miss them and walk past them to go back to find them, and it's on a time limit too, and it'll cost you time on the clock. I should point out that some of the minigames like this one take way too long. Like, some of them are like in 3 or 4 parts that like go on and on and on and just drag out. Like, geez, for crying out loud, people, enough is enough. Move on already. I'm sorry, but a lot of the games are terrible with no redeeming factor to them. It does not help the fact that like some of the games are also repeats of other games here, which adds laziness to the game. But we have to continue, and oh lord, next up is journalism. Here you take pictures of people posing, and the problem here is you need to be perfect and exact when taking the pictures. You can't be too high, you can't be too low. You have to be in the center perfectly or it will not count. And also you have to be sure they are facing the camera too. History! Yeah, this is just another mini golf game with history elements in it, like with the Great Wall of China, and like, just like going to Egypt with the pyramids and stuff. Gee, sounds fun to me, right? Pass. Beach party dance off. Same as cheerleading tryouts, except for like it's at the beach and like just doing dance off, trying to face against Courtney. And we have another journalism mode, and just go on and on to get that stupid note. And finally, we get to arcade. Yeah, arcade. Let's talk about arcade here. And don't be fooled by the name. Arcade is just basically carnival games and stuff, with just like where you hit targets. Where we first hit the targets, red and yellow, to avoid the blue to get the required points, like 10 or 15. And like you got my personal favorite, sarcastic wise, is this oyster. Get the good items in the oyster game, where you must say, well, this is the worst game of the bunch here. First off, you have to get 1,500 points to pass, and it looks easy, but it gets bad, believe me. You have to hit the D-pad for the one on the left, and the face button for the one on the right, and you have to do it simultaneously, and be fast, or else you'll get the wrong items. I'll take points away, or take time away, or you won't get the required points. And you do this over and over and over, and with the basketball mode, it was okay at first, until the final part where the stupid hand or like lightning object gets in the way, blocking your shots, and you will miss your shots after you try over and over. And then after you do all that, you can view the lame ending cutscene, and then you finish the game. The ending is not worth it. It's not worth getting at all. I would show it, but why bother? The game is garbage. I mean, just go look it up on YouTube. I mean, for Larkwish Command of Sorrow, that game was so bad that like I wanted to show people the ending to show that this game was not worth it. I mean, the conclusion, Mary Kate and Ashley Crush was a little better than the other two, but that's like comparing apples to oranges there. Final thoughts here is that like, while it is a little bit better than the other two, it's still not worth it at all. I'm taking off points here. The score I'll be given is a 4 out of 10 because that's the deserving score for it, because it does improve in some aspects, but for the most part the game just still sucks. Okay, Titania, there. I gave it a slightly higher score. You happy now? Now can you leave me alone?
Well, I wish you would praise these games. I mean, come on. You are still too hard on them.
What do you mean I'm still too hard on it? This game got a slightly higher score than the other two games.
Come on, Tony. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I'm doing this for you because you recovered these games from the lake in my backyard. And I pretty much I've had enough. No more. I've already covered 3 of these tortures. I'm not doing any more.
Remember, you still have one game left, and boy, oh boy, this one is on PlayStation 2. The Mario Party clone I heard you rage and scream at in terror. Oh my lord. What did you do that for?
Because the game sucks. That's why. And you know what? Why don't you tell everyone here? Why don't you tell everyone the game that we're going to be looking at here next, then why don't you?
Well, everyone, the final part. Tony will look at Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16, licensed to drive for the PlayStation 2. I wait to hear what he says this time.
Well, you'll be in for a treat there, Titania, that's all I'm saying now. Go ahead, laugh it up.
Oh, I cannot wait for the grand finale. It will be priceless. For me.
That's right, people. We're reviewing the final game in the Mary Kate and Ashley franchise before Acclaim went bankrupt. Mary Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16 licensed to drive, a Mario Party clone. How will it turn out? Find out, which all I gotta say. You know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Games United. Join the Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, and my Facebook page, TTBurger88, and just join them. I'm always looking for people to join if you want to get up to the channel more and more. For which all I gotta say, Tony, peace and out. Have a good day, and stay tuned for the finale, which then I can finally move on with this stuff. Take care, everybody.